the first day of the second round elimination. This is the 7th day of the tournament. We have just finished all of the first round elimination. We'll be heading on towards the to see the second round elimination, deciding who is the top 8 of the Asia Pacific region for the Conqueror's Blade League for the Wolves of Ragnarok season. First match we have. Hang on, let me just bring it up. I should really have these prepared beforehand. We have Nope versus Crusaders for our first match, and later on we have BBYK versus War for the second match. Oh wait, yeah, BBYK versus War for the second match, and Nope versus from Crusaders. Crusaders being the champion of the last season. Great to see them back again. Let's see if they can defend their title, or will they get knocked out early? Bye, Mel. Bum 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 bottom. And the doc walked up to a lemonade stand. Said to the man around the stand, bum bum bum. She's asleep.
Look at her.
And her face is in the blanket. Are you sure? I actually have Okay, so Crusaders are attacking Wallfort with Nope attacking Constantinopolis. Interesting picks. Nope picking Constantinopolis. Very strange. Oh, come on, clean feed. Actually, I'm looking at the other stream. Does look like another reset. Come on. Why can't you just work someday? There you go. And we're on. Looking like a lot of short swords for both sides. First match of the second round elimination about to begin on Wallfort with Crusaders attacking and Nope defending. Lots of short swords for the defending side will be great at holding a point. They're very difficult to kill, but let's see how strong Crusaders are at sniping out the heroes. Otherwise, you can always let the units do their job. Plenty of Fortebraccios, Imperial Pikes, couple of also choosing to go with a lot of Tundra humans, a lot more Winged Hussars coming out for the defenders. Winged Hussars could be are the champions of charge, but could be a big miss. One Crusader short sword on the wall. Does look like Nope is not challenging him. Nope, Odin really needs to. Well, looks like he's about to get outnumbered here. Here comes a Treb. Does look like mostly a miss. Going to be a bit of a struggle here. Imperial Pikes are on the wall at the B-side supply point. If this gets pushed fast enough, looks like Crusaders will have a leg up on the B-side. Maybe a rush push. Trying to suppress those Culverins, trying to suppress those Hawatchas. Doing their best, but does look like multiple siege weapons have been put down in order to take down this bridge. The heroes do back off, not committing to a hero-only push. Again, the units are being a bit slow. We got some domain spearmen actually choosing to run away, though. Probably a good choice. We have multiple Culverins aiming towards this point. But one by one, the Trebs are being used, taking down one Culverin at a time. Oh, we're having a look at the main A side wall. Heavy push on the right-hand side. We got the siege tower up. The left and the middle side siege tower about to go up. We are looking at the wall. Wall did go down already. Battering ram breaks open the front gate. Gives them another avenue to get in. Looks like a free A. Definitely looks like a full retreat. I believe the B-side bridge has already been taken down. Nope, choosing to go with a sacrificing A and B, but they do go try to delay them as much as possible for B. We've got a small contingent from Nope defending or stationed at B, around about 4 heroes. 3 if nope, 4. 4 heroes. Got a nice equal spread surrounding covering the B-side stairs, one at C and the supply point, and a couple of floaters walking around. Nope, choosing to overwatch with a Culverin here. Might be good here. Down goes one of the mortars from Crusaders. This Culverin could be massive, taking out, suppressing the A side push with just mortars. This Jewel Blade from Nope is by himself. Does get out though. 2 mortars have been deployed. Shots are coming in now. The Culverin's not exactly getting it. Push will be a bit slow for now. 9 minutes to go for Crusaders. Nothing interesting so far. We've got 3 orders. Winged Stars already prepped right outside the gate. Unit count fairly even. We still have 9 Trebs available for Crusaders. Quite a few artillery should also be available. For now, time is not on the defender's side. They really need to buy as much time as possible. Means keep your units alive, keep the threat alive. A ballista being chosen to be used here. Crusaders not fully committing though. We've got pretty much 5 mortars already being put down on this A-side walls. We've got a Falconetti moving down. Wonder where they're going to be placed. Does look like they're prepping for a push. Right hand side does look at a lot of people stacked. We've got 2 sets of tertials coming up for Crusaders. An interesting choice of ranged units. These guys did get buffed in this season, but we haven't seen too much use of them. But there is a preference when there's range. It's normally tertials. These guys are very resilient, and also can put down the hurt. Having a penetration armor penetration rate of 3,800. Does look like a massive push from Crusaders coming towards this supply point. Nope, does have uh, Pike Militia and some Fortrushers with Loyal Guards. Classic formation of Loyal Guards and Fortrushers being used right now. Crusaders choosing to hold for a second. Probably trying to wait for that cavalry. It's a very intense situation. Does look like Imperial Pikes are going to lead the way. These are top line Imperial Pikes, so they'll be good on the push. Waiting for the absolute last moment to start pushing. Does look like... Whoa! Expedition Knights on the left-hand side getting pushed out, but they're slowly wrapping around. Does look like the Loyal Guards and the Imperial Pikes are both pushing hard. Both the Churchills are shooting into the mix, but does look like the Loyal Guards from... Nope, did get taken down really early on. Lots of grape shots coming out. But those Metallators absolutely decimating the scene for Crusaders. But Crusaders still have strength in numbers. Expedition Knights doing extremely well here on the left-hand side. Did not get shot up too much. We also have some Tertials coming up from Nope. So it does look like it just comes down to the shield units. We've got some Loyal Guards sitting in the back here. Does need to push them up if they want to continue their advantage. C Point also getting pressured. Here comes a... very unfortunate. Those Border Russia did not brace in time. Tundra Humans absolutely cleaning half of it. Just a little bit of a skirmish here. One No Dutchie versus a Poleaxe on horseback. Who's got the better swing? Does look like Dual Blade wants to interfere with some Tundra Humans, in fact. Both Poleaxes pull off. Supply point did get capped in the meantime. This is a very big win for Crusaders. Crusaders also winning out on the unit count. Unit count is almost 200 units in the favor of Crusaders. Basically traded extraordinarily well. I thought they traded 1-to-1 for the supply point, but it does not seem so. We didn't. I believe there might have been a battle on the backside. Not the great, probably not the greatest angle. Nope, must be a little bit flustered after that kind of battle. Crusaders were dominating. Very strange, in fact. You'd think that with the superior firepower on the main line that Crusaders would lose, but apparently the left-hand side Expedition Knights carried the day with both sides pike units getting just shot down. Does probably just mean that the usage of pike militia, well, the pikemen were more in favor of Crusaders. Crusaders will buy some more time for B. Doesn't look like they're gonna rush their way through. Some free trebs coming in through. Crusaders using their trebs early. A lot of trebs coming in. This is good. A lot of the trebs I've seen have been effective, or at least achieved their goal, either taking out one of their artilleries or hitting directly straight onto the units. Unfortunately, it does not seem to have killed anything, but that Port Russia definitely took a hit. Probably not the best time to put in, but definitely Nope is feeling the pressure. Some cavalry here. It does look like Crusaders are looking to catch these. Very strange. Again, I do believe there is an problem with Wall Fort having the attackers units move towards the defenders spawn point, while the defenders units move towards the attackers spawn point. This is could be very bad for when you're switching units or retreating them. We got some halberdiers here at the bottom of this main stairs. A lot of Tundra humans walking around. These are cost-effective units, especially with Imperial Pikes. Imperial Pikes top line, in fact. These guys are fantastic on dealing damage compared to their bottom line counterpart, but they don't really sustain damage as much. They can be taken out fairly quickly, but I guess Crusaders is banking on just winning through sheer force and coordination. Sometimes you don't need to buy time, sometimes you just need to kill the enemy. Huge swing through Crusaders here. Going to probably interrupt this reinforcement from the supply side. Does look like Nope is getting threatened heavily here. Here comes a big push from Crusaders going towards the defender's supply point, the last supply point. They really need to get this secured by Halberdiers in the back. Halberdiers getting pushed by Imperial Pikes right now. Crusaders marching on towards the base point. Just Winged Hussars, though, does get caught. Big, big abilities coming out here. We got lots of charges. Wow. Winged Hussar coming out for the defenders, but getting completely stopped by a Fortebraccio, or I mean Imperial Pike just now. Fortebraccios. No Fortebraccios here, actually. Winged Hussars coming in from the side, coming in from the supply point, and Condottieri. These tertials are surprisingly not being rushed right now. Does look like they're getting distracted, but here comes the Condottieri. Condottieri. Oh, Condottieri actually get semi-stopped here. Unfortunately, the tertials are now getting flooded. Here comes some Pike Militia. Pike Militia might do a good job against cavalry, but Tundra humans are devastating. But something more stronger, Halberdiers will take out a couple of those running Tundras. Nope, doing well to hold their ground. Not losing too much, but does look like a lot of high tier stuff are gone for both sides. Captain Bastion looking to try to save his teammate, but he's failing, unfortunately. Spears are great on the catch. That Prochrys's gift is a hell of an ability. Again, another Imperial Pike retreating towards the enemy. This is very bad. Every unit lost is a unit down. Crusaders pushing on to point with Halberdiers, I believe. No, just a lot of Fort Russia is still left. Pure Pike Militia and Alp Halberdiers. We got some Spear Militia, actually. Spear Militia being bottom line. Fascinating. Whoa. Big charge from a Winged Hussar. Winged Hussar in the rear, cleaning up the rest of it, but there's a huge contingent from the right-hand side. Does move on towards the base point. Crusaders has units in spades right now, but here comes some reinforcing. Rattan Pikemen getting rushed by Tundra Humans. Tundra Humans does seem to clean up the right-hand side fairly easily, while the Felder Brachio is holding strong. Crusaders have grabbed the base point very convincingly right now. Tundra Humans distracting. Very difficult to deal with Tundra Humans as when you're running low on troops and unable to stand your ground. Tundra Humans are great when things start become a little fuzzy, and their speed and damage and tankiness makes them very difficult to deal with. Congratulations, Crusaders, winning the first match of the second round elimination. But don't worry, we still have we still have at least one more match for Crusader versus Nope. Hopefully, Nope can pull a win out for their attack, sending it to a field battle. The coordination from Crusaders and the commitment of every single one of their players does seem to be trumping everything we've seen so far. That's probably the most strongest and most convincing pushes I've seen out of any of the teams. Nope is no slouch. They did commit and they did have strong strategies, but did not win out in the end. Definitely looking at a lot of permadeath. That could have been a factor. I'm not sure. I do believe that a lot. I do believe it coming down to hero kills. Crusaders definitely winning out versus Nope. Hopefully, Nope can return the favor in the next round because it's going to be very important that whoever can win the hero battle basically wins the game right now. With only 2 revives and only 3 deaths. This is going to be very difficult for those that like to play a bit reckless. Conserve your units. Conserve your units and make sure you survive. These tournament games will be very difficult, even if you're one man down. Checking again. Nope is attacking Constantinopolis. Very interesting to see that they would attack Constantinopolis. I wonder what kind of strategy they will deploy, whether or not they'll go through the tunnel. It would also be interesting to see what kind of strategy Crusaders deploy. That was unfortunate. I don't know what happened there, but my thing just croaked for a second. Messing around with settings too much. Anyway, yeah, I hope Crusader can be sent running this season, mainly because Crusaders has been winning quite a bit. They have been our champions for 3 seasons in a row, I believe, or maybe 4, in fact. When did they start winning? I know during the second season we had Vienna House, and I think every season after that has just been Crusaders. Season 3, the Heirs of Fire, Crusaders. Season 4, Expedition. Yeah, that's the Expedition one. Then we got the Snowstorm, Crusaders. Oh, so only 3 seasons. Wait, no. Blood of an Empire, Heritage of Fire, Snowstorm, and then 3 seasons so far. 3 seasons of Crusaders winning. Can they make it 4 times in a row? Farmer hats for merchandise. Onwards to the next battle. We have Nope versus Crusaders on Constantinopolis, with Nope attacking and Crusaders defending. Will be an interesting match indeed. Crusaders being the reigning champion and, well, being the defending champions for this season. We've got quite a few Berserkers coming up for Nope. Crusaders choosing to go with a lot of Tundra humans. Less pikes than I would have expected. A couple of their own Berserkers, but Berserkers does not seem to be the main focus. Take that back. A lot of them switched out of Berserkers. Only 4 Berserkers being deployed by Nope. We've got some Royal Janissaries, an interesting pick by Captain Bastion. Also, 2 Metallators. Interesting pick of only 1 Hussar. We've got a lot of Tundra humans being played on both sides. We in fact have quite a few Nodachis around. We have 2 Nodachis. Mulbin... Never. And Cold. Oh, God. I'm just going to call him Mulbin. Mulbin and Cold both choosing to go with Nodachi. Very interesting play. We got 3 longbows out in total, 2 from Crusaders and 1 from Nope. We will see. Pharaoh's betting on Nope's loss just because of the Nodachis. Crusaders might have the stronger killing power here. We've got 2 dual blades, 2... Wow, this is a lot of 2 of everything. We've got 4 short swords though. 1 glaive. But Nope's going with 6 short swords. 6 short swords might be able to push the front line. Let's see how Crusaders handle this. Does look like a massive retreat up to the... Wow, down goes Crusader. Does look like one-shot it from something. Must have been a lucky shot. Oh no, looks like it was a bombard shot. Very unfortunate for that player. I've got my commentators saying that longsword's better than Odachi. Odachi's got the lifesteal, so anything that can't kill it immediately can normally take a while. Normally you have to just out damage the heal on Nodachi, which is fairly easy to do. Does look like these siege towers get up on the walls fairly easily. These longbows pepping them with fire for now. We've got a base unit deficit of about 350 coming out. But the beginning deficit doesn't mean very much when we're considering the amount of leadership. Especially since it could change very quickly for the attacker's side. Defending side can easily sweep up multiple, or if not entire armies. Definitely agree with you. Longswords are great for team play. The AoE heal and speed boost does can make for some great utility. Easily grabbing the A and the B point. Nope has finally pushed in. Crusaders have already preemptively done a full retreat towards the seaside. It's very unfortunate. I'd love to see a forward defense, but does not look like we're going to see one today. I've said this before, but maybe you can get some shots in. Actually, no. Just realized you can't. It'd be very awkward to get those shots in. You would have to be up. So those guys on down of the stairs will be fairly free. We got 3 Nope heroes going on to the left-hand side. Does get challenged by a couple of Crusaders, roughly around about 2, and a lot of guys on the stairs. We got about 14 minutes. 14 minutes. What is Nope going to do? This will be a hard nut to crack. Crusaders will definitely want to defend the C point. It would be slow. I mean, a tunnel push could catch Crusaders by surprise, but you would need both coordination and also the element of surprise. Crusaders could at any moment have anyone in that back section just keeping an eye out. But you need good coordination as well. Fortunately, 1 hero from Nope getting caught. I'm not sure where from. Some counter bombardments coming out from Crusaders. We got 1 mortar shooting down. Doing very well to suppress Nope's choice of bombardment. I don't think Nope's deployed very many artillery so far. They have a lot of artillery available. We've got a lot of Trebs available. All 15 still available. Being a little bit indecisive here could cost them time, which I believe it is. Left-hand side is beginning to push up towards that supply point. That's the main. That's where the main battle is happening. A little bit of skirmishing here at the front. Just a hero battle, actually. Not very many committing units. Blasted apart by the two muskets suppressing these guys. This must be annoying the hell out of the attackers. Does look like these muskets are doing an excellent job at doing an excellent job, including the longbows. In fact, these guys will also be quite annoying. Perfect positioning. I mean, perfect advantage when you're a defending side and you are a ranged hero. You can freely harass the enemy units, enemies. Does not look like Nope has any way to deal with them. Their own longbows are not strong enough to counter them. Slowly but surely, each push is being delayed. Small bit of damage here, a small bit of damage there. Nope, not choosing to do anything is probably the worst. More time is being gained by Crusaders as we speak. That's actually true, Chris. The left side is trebable. Around about two of the trebs, 2 of the 8 trebs get in. If you're lucky, you might get a third. The only problem is that it will be a little bit hard to get it over the house, so you can't treb the right bit for the supply point a little bit further in, where the Imperial Pike Guards are situated right now. Massive swing for Nope here. We're gonna go for a right side push. Slowed down by Caltrops. Slowed down by Caltrops again. Here comes a wall climb. Iron Pagodas lead the way. Berserkers at the front for Crusaders first responding. Good CC. Don't let those. Oh, here comes the rage. Very terrifying to deal with. Here comes some Fortibrachos as well. Nah, looks like the Berserkers do trump that Iron Pagodas fairly easily, I might add. Flamethrowers on the right-hand side as well. We got some Royal Janissaries climbing. Royal Janissaries are tough infantry units. Berserkers looks to be a pain in the ass. Those main side push also getting burned to pieces. We got probably 2 flamethrowers and a Metellator both shooting towards the main side. Imperial Pikes running around and pulling around. Does look like Treb is coming in, but a nice dodge from Crusaders. Crusaders actually catching one of the Trebs, unfortunately. Around about 4 units died for that one. Around about 100 units both sides have lost, but does look like Crusaders still holds strong. But with the wall now being taken by Nope, that means the advantage. Now the advantage is turning. Here comes the contingents. We've got Loyal Guards and Imperial Pike trying to reclaim the wall for Crusaders. Crusaders going to challenge them inside this small tower. Berserkers leading the way for Nope. Berserkers will do an amazing job here in this narrow passageway, as long as they can't stack up. But the problem is that these Loyal Guards are heavily stacked. Royal Janissaries in the front, kind of beat up these Loyal Guards. Unfortunately, Crusaders is losing ground heavily here. Good push, good push. Nice capture of the wall, gaining that advantage. Wall giving an absolute advantage to anyone who takes it, including the attackers. C point has been captured. I might add that a big wing hussar charge going to try to clog up that gate, sacrificing their own units, in fact, for a treb into that treb. Probably not the smartest of moves, but let's hope it helps them secure the C point. Their dedication will not be small. That 100 human and Halberdier getting absolutely smashed by sheer mass of Tundras. There's a lot of Tundras. Fully prepped on the other side of this wall. Crusaders wants to buy as much time as possible. Controlling the outer section. It would be a good idea of Nope, who still controls this section of the wall around the sea point, to now deploy their own ranged units up on this, push them out. Looking like a little bit of a formation abuse here. We got 2 stacks of halberdiers in a corner. This is fairly deadly. One of the major problems that the phalanx have for halberdiers is that it's a loose formation, but you can usually use terrain to force the formation into a tighter and more, let's say, damaging. Uh, it's going to be very difficult. This is going to be very difficult for Crusaders to hold this section if they make usage of the wall or any advantage that they can get. But nope, could be waste. Wow, I just realized that Crusaders did lost out in that second push heavily, losing around about 300 units. This is not good for Crusaders. Crusaders really definitely dropping the ball on this defense here. Wow, this Jewel Blade just jumped right across, up and over. Down he goes. A lot of resources still available for Nope. Got those mortars being deployed now, yet again. So far, Crusaders' strategy has been to sit back and wait for the enemy to make a mistake, but does not look like the enemy is being silly enough to force anything so far. Every exchange has been either equal or in the favor of the attackers. This is going very well for Nope. Nope, definitely no slouches here right now. Big pushes, big strong pushes coming out from both sides. Come out from both sides. That supply point heavily exposed. That Treb a little bit low, trying to force them up on towards the force them up down towards the stairs. Not very much pressure coming out from Nope. Only a couple of mortars, even though you should be seeing like 30 artilleries being deployed from Nope. With a forward defense like this, if they crush Crusaders here outside, they can force it all the way towards the base point. Very easy to as well. Crusaders again massing up towards the forward defense. We've got a lot of cavalry waiting in reserve. Definitely going to wait for when the battle begins. Let's see if Nope is going to make any major pushes as of yet. There is none. Just more mortars being deployed slowly. Finally, they're going through. Here comes the flamethrowers. Flamethrowers burning the ground here. Gonna hurt a lot as they come through. But the response is a bit early. Getting stopped here. Winged Hussars gonna try to force their way through, but it's a small tunnel. Definitely jumping the gun a bit, but definitely winning out in unit kills. 200 units have died for Nope. Only 100. A good exchange for Crusaders, but not good enough for now. Gonna need to drag back more units. Definitely should have waited a bit, but Crusaders are not slowing down. In fact, they're going to force them into their spawn point right now. Fort Brascio just spawned right on top of tons of Tundra humans. Might be a spawn kill here. Crusaders might just spawn kill Nope. Nope has to be very careful how they spawn right now. 6 versus 15. Definitely the heroes were the downfall for Nope. That push cost them too many heroes too fast. Does not look like the advantage in units had anything to do with that. Crusaders actually performing a pretty good counterattack, but not a clean sweep. But after that push by Tundra Humans catching an additional Royal Janissaries and Fort of Ratio, I say that was a really good exchange. Massive swing. Do also remember that Crusaders also have a deficit of 350, so actually swinging in favor of Crusaders right now in terms of units. Crusaders set up yet again, waiting for another big push from Nope. Nope definitely not getting any advantages once they cross the threshold of the last defensive wall. Considering that only 13 heroes are alive right now, I do believe that either someone's permanently dead or we've got some long death timers. That means they're on their second death at the very least. Be very interesting to see who's on their last lives and who's gone critical. Down goes another hero. One of Crusader guys also fell off the wall. Nope's definitely got to be careful. Does look like massive losses for that that push towards towards the inner section. Lost them big time in heroes. Big treb onto some winged hussars in the back there. Here comes another push directly into a formation of Fortebracio's flamethrowers and halberdiers. An amazing job here by Nope taking out that corner formation. But those Nafan guards definitely being an annoyance here right now. Second Nafan guard still alive, burning the second push coming out from the seaside point. Tundra Humans making a mess out of everything right now, though. Looks like what's remaining for the push of Nope is just some Cottitarians. Here comes the Tundra Humans yet again, massively in the favor of Crusaders now. We are looking at tons of losses. This is definitely not looking good. We got 1, 2, 3. I think Nope has more than 5 guys permanently dead. That is definitely not good. Crusaders on a manhunt now. Crusaders definitely know what they're doing. It may have looked like they gave up the C point fairly easily, but they did not give up the intersection of the wall. This is going to be a manhunt for the last 2 minutes 30. Crusaders do take a 2-0. This is unfortunate for Nope, but Crusaders definitely showing why they are the best. Crusaders definitely definitely coordinating very well as a team and definitely great at hero killing. Nope showing their teamwork is good, but does not compare to the strength of their heroes or the skill of the heroes. Spawn kills will come out here. Down goes one more player from Nope. I do believe if all members of the attacking side do get permadeath, or there are no more attackers, it will default to a victory. We're probably looking at someone spawning fairly soon. Kaiser does seem to be the oh no, Kaiser and a Korean name I cannot pronounce, does seem to be the last two heroes that are can spawns for Nope. Against 15 heroes from Crusaders and 450 units, it would be an impossible task, I would say. How many sergeants being deployed by Kaiser? Kaiser is getting hunted down. It will be fairly quick. You would think that Constantinopolis is easy to attack, but yeah, there's a lot of choke points. Nah, 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 nah. The thing is yeah, when C gets taken, they will drop back to base. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, like I agree with you, Fire, there. All teams normally just drop to base. If C gets taken, they just fall back inside to the inside to the base point. But Crusaders didn't. They held the two entries. There was only two entries into the intersection of the wall. Definitely a strong hold. And there it is, folks. We got to see Crusaders definitely showing why they are the champions. Strong team. It will be very frightening for anyone that faces up against Crusaders. I much like to see anyone who can compete with them. But for now, congratulations to Nope for making it this far. Unfortunately, they have been eliminated. In roughly around 10 minutes, we should be seeing the next set of matches. We've got BBYK versus War. I do have the pick bands available to me. We have War attacking on Wallfort first, with BBYK attacking on Harbour City second. BBYK choosing to ban Halong Ford and War banning Constantinopolis. Very standard picks, but the strategy for Wallfort and the strategy for Harbour City has changed slightly this season. Harbour City definitely looking like several valid strategies. I loved seeing the new all-in A strategy for Harbour City. Destroying those trebs in the back is crucial to secure advantage on top of the wall. Someone does bring up a good point. I would definitely love to see the number of kills those Nathan guards gotten. Definitely, Crusaders defended those Nathan guards with everything they had, but and those Nathan guards did repay that kindness. Definitely burning down entire units of infantry. I'm not sure, like units, infantry models. I don't know terminology. I need to get my terminology straight sometimes. It's not a. it's an uncommon strategy to defend those sections because normally after a big C win, the attackers just go on and just eat up anyone that's left over. But the thing is that Crusaders retreated early, or Crusaders like already secured the doors. There was way too many Nope players just waiting at C, waiting for it to get capped before moving on. I'm pretty sure if Nope didn't slow down, Crusaders wouldn't have held that outer section. I mean, like the last section before base. It's actually very fascinating what if scenarios. But Nope definitely a little bit unsure of themselves looking at the staunch defense of Crusaders. Looks to be about a 4 minute intermission. We might be seeing around about. Hopefully, the match starts at 9 on the dot, but we could also be waiting for a little bit longer, normally because of the delay in the video when it comes in. In the meantime, I'm going to grab some water and have a snack.
standing our ground. Both sides be using cavalry and it's a massacre. Come on, what's gonna be there? More and more blue floating right here through the city gates. We are the ones telling our legend. And this is our moment. We are writing the history. The history about each and every one of us. Legends are not born out of a thin air. They made with the losing of a single arrow, or with us bravely standing our ground. Both sides be using cavalry and it's a massacre. Come on, what's gonna be there? More and more blue floating right here through the city gates. We are the ones telling our legend. And this is our moment.
MJ versus FLT tomorrow. Vietnam House versus JCT. Giving it for Saturday. Sunday Takeover on Wildfire. There should be one more match, actually. Kingdom versus Bretonia. That'll be the end of the elimination rounds. Lighting's up pretty well, actually. Monday starting the semi-quarterfinals. So that'll be 2 days semi-quarterfinals, and then we have the lower bracket. I don't even know what to call the lower bracket. The fact that there is a lower bracket is always weird to me. Oh wait, no, only the only the top 4 gets to go into the lower bracket. So out of the top 8 quarterfinals, so you get the quarterfinalists, they go off, fight off against matches to decide top bracket winner, and then all of the losers get to fight one more battle, fight off to decide the lower bracket, and then who is the winner out of those two. Cases is that you might actually get confirmation on who's the better team. Actually, you just might have the same guys fight off against each other. And we're here. We have War attacking Wolfort against BBYK defending. We've got 4 moles coming out for BBYK. Interesting to see. We've got 3 dual blades for War. Only 3 short swords against the 5 short swords of BBYK. Good use. There's a lot of even distribution. Just like got 2 mauls, a longsword, triple short sword, some spears. Pyro bets 2-0 for War. Really. A heavy contingent heading towards to the B side. War does look like they want to just rush the B side. Rushing the B side, it has not been used so far in the tournament, but it could work out with a ton of berserkers leading the way. No one on the forward defense means that War gets up onto this wall real easy. Massive commitment. Both the short swords and the 2 muskets on the other side do get up. We've got some more. We got some mauls coming up as well with berserkers. Berserkers will chew through the village watchmen real easily. Not even slowing down. Right across goes War Heroes. Heavy bombardment coming out from BBYK. Is that slowing them down? I think not. Oh, actually, those berserkers finally turned around at the last moment. Very unfortunate. Does look like no rush is happening here today. Although they did get here in time, down goes the B-side bridge. Very unfortunate. Definitely good effort, Dan. They they wimped out at the very end. They were halfway across that bridge. They actually had enough time to get those berserkers across the bridge, but they did not. And my clean feed just killing itself right now. Come on. Come back. I just gotta reset it again. Unfortunately, the siege tower did not make it. Actually, I think all of the first generation siege towers did not make it towards the wall. BBYK putting up a decent defense here at the first section. A and B being held fairly. This is like the strongest defense we've ever seen on Wall Fort for the beginning section, I would say. Fairly successful as well. B side still secured. We've got both all siege towers down. A lot of Metallitor usage right now. Down goes middle tower again. Here comes a Treb. Does look like the majority of them miss, but they might have caught 1 or 2 of the Metallitors. Every single Metallitor dead means less damage comes out. Similarly, this does look like it's playing out like a normal siege, but I don't think the coordinations from both teams aren't going to be any substantial difference so far. Down goes the right-hand siege tower. This must be really annoying for War. It's going to be roughly around about 3 minutes in order to get that right side siege tower. They gotta stop. They gotta start looking for different options. BBYK about to send one of their own moles right over the wall here. Can he get out? Is my question. Is he low enough for this musket to finish him? Down goes the wall. He falls to his death. This coordination is just hilarious. Ah, yes, it's the same as the normal siege. Um, that was BBYK just sending two of their own guys to their deaths. It's not does not bode well for BBYK to have friendly fire there. Oh, right side siege tower might make it within 30 seconds. We've got middle side siege tower gonna make it in about 40. Does not look like War wants to force push it through the wall with the wall break. Probably gonna be pretty sad in a minute. But I do believe that BBYK is not going to give up A without a fight. Here comes the forces at the right-hand side. Middle section finally gets their siege tower up. Left-hand siege tower not being pushed right now. Unfortunately, I was wrong in my gamble. Why do I keep getting proven wrong? Right now, A is being capped for free. Massive retreat for BBYK. BBYK all falling back towards the supply point. We've got roughly around about 2 or maybe 3 heroes lurking around the B side wall. They've gained a lot of time. I mean, they wasted a lot of time. War is in a desperate situation because if the first push does not work out, they're not going to have enough time to reorganize a second. War needs to be fast. I would definitely engage straight away. 6 minutes. No one's died, by the way. There's not been a fight. There's not been a fight. I mean, like, okay, so like some things have died, but they both have 1400 plus units. Both teams have, both teams seem to be scared of each other, but I do believe that War really needs to be a bit more decisive. Even if BBYK keeps retreating like this, War needs to just gain an advantage. Right now, they're gaining advantages either too late. BBYK is actually doing very well at stalling for time, making sure that they're strong, but War's just not taking any risks right now. Even if they only have one chance, the worst thing is that if it comes down to just a seaside push, I do believe the defenders actually make it to C before the attackers. War finally deciding to go down. Well, let's see which way they go. It might be a split push. We've got a majority of them heading towards the supply point. Shield Maidens and Loyal Guards lead the way. We've got Metallators and I think Tertials in the mix. Winged Hussars ready for BBYK. Winged Hussars do get hit a couple times. Imperial Pike. Here comes the Berserkers, wasting that Imperial Pike March right into the mix of shields. Here comes a counter Imperial Pike March. This Winged Hussar might be early. Actually pulls it off. He probably still has charge ready. Massive losses coming out for BBYK. BBYK just absolutely losing this main fight here. Here comes a Winged Hussar charge. There's still an ongoing Imperial Pike walk Flamethrower is actually in the mix for War. War's just absolutely decimating this force at the supply point. BBYK is falling one by one. Units going in one by one. This Pavis is too far to deal enough damage. It keeps retreating, trying to stay secured. But Berserkers in the front chew up every remaining Imperial Pike Guard. Big win, getting that supply point, fairly easily. A massive switch to cavalry right now. We've got Tundra Humans and Winged Hussars coming out for War. Whoa! We've got a Halberdier Sergeant, apparently, trying to block their way. Halberdier Sergeant not staying around. Probably a mistake, actually. Probably just better off just leaving them there. They do go into attack mode. Some loyal guards trying to rush it towards the sea point. Loyal guards can just go straight at those halberdiers. Those halberdiers should not win. Looks like we've got some Pavis down towards them. Massive charge in the rear from Winged Hussars. We've got cavalry going either way. Tundra Humans in the back of those Winged Hussars for BBYK. BBYK loses their Tundra Humans to multiple Tundra Humans now. Here comes a big Winged Hussar on the sides. Does seem to have gotten caught on another Winged Hussar. Here comes a rear charge by Palace Guards and Imperial Pikes. These loyal guards are definitely holding their ground very strong for War, but War's losing time. Definitely sending a contingent up towards the B section. A very smart move. B might be free. BBYK is not defending. Oh, no, take that back. We've got one BBYK heading towards B, but we've got two heroes on B right now for War. The battle for C is turning in the favor of War, but War can't get any cap points right now. Outnumbered right now. Taking out the heroes real fast. Nicely done. But they still have another short sword to deal with and tons of units. These two heroes will definitely not be able to get B in any time soon. War will just run out of time here. Just unfortunate for War. War pulling off a good push towards the supply point. Definitely good recovery from BBYK. BBYK not giving an inch right now. Definitely a good strategy to hold the B point regardless. There is no time for War. Now they have to focus at the C point all in because with the contingent holding that B side, it will be difficult to dislodge in any short amount of time. Definitely not going to... We've got 18 seconds left. We've already ticked over. I do not believe that War's going to get the C point. I do believe BBYK has won their defense. Good job. A lot of... War definitely wasted a lot of time being a little bit indecisive. Can't get through the A point. Regrets are in the past, Fyro. Regrets are in the past. Here's the thing. War wasn't exactly weak in their pushes. Their pushes were well done, in fact. The only problem is that they just ran out of time. BBYK definitely didn't show to have any kind of how to say staying power. BBYK definitely does seem to be looking weak on the weaker side. We could see a very difficult attack for BBYK. War definitely setting up a stronger team, definitely stronger on the team side. But a little bit indecisive for War. Definitely not what I was expecting. A lot of time ticked down because they were thinking of getting a couple of things guaranteed. Probably didn't know what time was. Yeah, definitely. I do believe if it just came to, if there was enough time, BBYK might be sweating a little bit more. Looking at the unit kills, definitely War coming out on top. I'd be hard pressed to say who would win the next match, but out of this just the performance, I do believe that it might be another defense win. It might actually come down to a field battle. I don't believe I don't believe BBYK's got what it takes to hold together as a team. Definitely just good at throwing unit after unit at the enemy. Onwards to Harbor City. I just realized that um, Harbor City might be. Hmm, well, anyway, uh, probably just some random thoughts. Wall looks a little thin here. Looks like they're one down. Got two Metallators. Does look like heavy infantry contingent. A couple of cavalry coming out for BBYK. BBYK does look like they want to. Does look like they're preparing for a push into the city. You would be surprised how easily people can defend Harbor City, especially against some of the stronger teams. War being down one player is going to be massive if this is a permanent. Being down one player means 700 leadership plus the hero. This could be massive, but again, the only problem with Harbor City is that you must take A. They hold wall easily with towers with more HP now. Oh, did my thing just reset again? Come on. I don't know what's up with my clean feed. Get a new ISP. Yeah, I know, right? Honestly, I don't even think anything interesting is going to be happening at the beginning. Oh, I think I know what's happening. One of my downloads were going through. It was on Steam. Something updated. And as I expected, well, maybe this left-hand side, we've got a lot of cannon fodder right now. Pike Militia, got some Alpha Halberdiers and Imperial Pikes. I do believe that I... No, I did not. I thought I saw some Village Watchmen in the mix of the Pike Militia, but I guess not. Doesn't look like a left side push is going to be feasible. They do pull off a couple of their heroes. Super lag by all the players. Maybe. Does look like War finally got their 15th player in. Huh? Nah, it's me. It's me. Imperial Pike's moving in. Not sure what I'm seeing here. Can't even see through the tunnel. Definitely gone the destroy the Trebs. War might be going for an all. Definitely looks like they're going for an all-in A. We've got some Fortibrachos, Imperial Pikes getting shot by a Grape Shot, but the Grape Shot might be a little bit far for maximum effectiveness. You kind of want to half that distance. You want them almost point blank range. A lot of shots going into the ground there. Yeah, I need to stop the download. Stop it! Stop the download! Yeah. It should be fixed now. Is it still lagging? BBYK has got the left-hand siege tower up, middle and the right-hand siege tower both went down. We got one BBYK spear user heading towards the A. Doesn't look. He does pull off. Looks like he wanted to get some free cap, but didn't work. Down goes another Treb. We've only got 3 Trebs left for the attackers. This will definitely reduce the effectiveness down to very minimal. We're about to see a massive push by BBYK up onto the left-hand siege tower. Imperial Pikes mostly miss the Trebs, but only 3 available does mean that BBYK will be easily pushed out, or the Treb be fairly ineffective. Getting trapped on either side of this siege tower, burned down by Nafan guards as well. Here comes another Treb, but let's see if it's any use. It would be great if it hits the Nafan guards. Nafan guards walk into it. Oh! Probably 2 Nafan guards just went down there. Very unfortunate. It's a very hard struggle going up one siege tower, especially when you got Nafan guards and Metallators pressing that entrance. They do pull off BBYK, failing the first initial push. Does look like a lot of death coming out for BBYK. BBYK actually having more units despite having more cavalry. I mean, even though that they're only two trebs, these two trebs could still hit some valuable targets. Taking out a couple of those Nafan guards was huge for BBYK. Bit of a wasted shot. You need every available shot available to you for those Metallators. Best to pull them off and switch modes. Get them out of auto attack. Not very many Expedition Knights, but we do see a Iron Reaper. Normally, you would see some self-healing units. Self-healing units would be great in this section. We've got the middle side tower actually being up for BBYK. BBYK sending some cavalry in towards the supply point. We've got some guys from War sitting on the supply point, probably grabbing something. Massive retreat. Can this longbow player make it back up the stairs before he dies? Does do so. Does look like BBYK is securing the right hand supply point inside. Going for Treb is a great strategy. The only thing here is whether or not BBYK can wear down the defenders. The most difficult thing about pushing up on towards the wall is that you're pushing into a tunnel. And when you come out of that tunnel, you're going to be faced with enemies on either side, easily to get flanked. But once you get a foothold on the wall, it's going to be fairly easy. Massive push coming in from the inner side stairs. We've got around about 5 guys ready to, well, probably not anything substantial, actually. Big hit in the back from Metallators. Metallators shooting towards Loyal Guards, holding at the front. Does look like they just want to hold them at the stairs. Royal Janissaries. Here comes an Imperial Pike March. Royal Janissaries try to chop down a section of it, but all of them get knocked back. Loyal Guards remade their line, but Royal Janissary wasting one of their abilities, getting held off very strangely. Those Nafan Guards being pressured, but definitely those heroes are aiming for those Nafan Guards. Nafan Guards seem to have been finished off, actually. Royal Janis. Secondary push up the middle side towers. Big win for BBYK. BBYK now has a massive force on top of the wall. Does look like Nafan Guard's coming up for BBYK. BBYK is winning here. Fort Brashear is heading straight into a massive infantry. They are too close to deal any damage. Does look like War is losing out. Bad. This is bad decision from War. Definitely could not hold. BYK definitely pushing onwards. They can't hold against these flamethrowers. Here comes another contingent of... Whoa, never mind. I thought that was for War, but A point does seem to be gotten fairly easily here. That was... Oh, this is going to be a very big upset for War here. Losing this wall like that after so much effort to take out the Trebs is going to be massive. Do remember that there's a lot of cavalry available for BBYK. BBYK actually bringing in cavalry, expecting a battle at the base point or a battle on the floor. Now with the wall gotten, War definitely is put on the back foot and losses mounting. We got 300 units deficit for the defenders. We're just gonna wait for BBYK to get their mass together. A little bit stretched out right now. Forte Braccio is Halberdier Sergeant, Alp Halberdiers, and Pike Militia. We got some Nafan Guards still being deployed. Nafan Guards will be devastating to any kind of infantry force, but they're still quite devastating to cavalry as well. Just hit them up, just burn them down. This is going to be a very scary sight to see when those Nafan Guards start firing up. But we have plenty of loyal guards ready. Massive contingent of cavalry going towards the left-hand supply point. Those halberdiers, being expert at anti-cavalry right now, will be amazing. But winged hussars make it halfway through, blasting right through those halberdiers, finishing them off. This supply point, if this supply point falls, the defenders will just lose outright. With the attack on the supply point begun, now the attack on the base has also begun. Loyal guards moving at the last seconds, getting decimated. Imperial pikes try to cover the retreat, but it was all for naught. Failure. What a massive failure for the front line. Imperial pikes coming out for BBYK massively here. Forte goes down. Loyal guards barely holding on. We've got some more loyal guards coming out. Expedition knights being deployed. Loyal guards also rocking up. But all of the Imperial pike marchers being used doesn't mean that they're out of anything substantial. These flamethrowers are going to be the most painful thing for war. War flanking with those massive hit from a short sword right now. But the expedition knights are not out for the count. Flanking from War going for a flank here. This could be enough to clean them out. We've got Tundra humans. I didn't even see those Tundra humans. I'm pretty sure they didn't have any Tundra humans, sorry. Those Forte definitely doing well, but surrounded on all sides. Cavalry make it halfway through. Actually trading very well there, even with a half-strength Forte did finish off quite a bit of those Forte I mean, quite a bit of those Tundras. Massive losses for both sides, but does not look like any substantial victory for either. Means that BBYK still holds the massive advantage. Berserkers are going to have a right old time with Fortebraccios. Fortebraccios having a knockback effect on their attacks. Only happens sometimes. Big. It is quite annoying thing to have Fortebraccios just attack in just their normal mode. Berserkers will be squished fairly easily with their numbers and long reach. Tundra humans swiping through just the remainder of one. Three of them charged. Only one of them survived. BBYK is ready for another attack. War a little bit slower, but definitely not gonna let the base point get capped without a fight. The rear battle could be as important as the front battle. These Metallators definitely hitting in, but does not look like they've got the mass to suppress. Here comes a Winged Hussar charge. Winged Hussar charge still going through. In fact, it looks like it's just going to be a bunch of pikemen. That's not going to be good, but here comes Imperial pikemen from War. Some Iron Reapers going to charge directly in. They're going to take a massive damage as they go in, but they are tanky as they will hold the front line for a little bit, but they will fall eventually. Definitely need some support. But the tidal wave of Imperial Pikes coming out from BBYK does not seem to be slowing down. They finally pushed through the remainder of that infantry. Here comes some Alp Halberdiers to reinforce the line, but it's not working. Or maybe it is. In fact, Alp Halberdiers did actually finish off quite a bit. But the Imperial Pike March still continues. War actually committing some guys to the backhand side to the fight. This is going to be very brutal for War right now. Without a high tier unit to hold the line, it's going to be a bit of a struggle. We've got Halberdiers trying to force their way through in phalanx formation. Phalanx goes down. We've got Pike Militia also going through, but the heroes are just too strong, decimating the formation before they even get close. Lots of Imperial pikes. Now halberdiers have finally moved up, protecting the siege weapons. Halberdiers is going to be definitely the scariest things around. Some rear charges by War with some Tundra humans. Those Tundra humans will buy only a little bit of time. Down goes that spear user. We've only got 5 heroes left. 5 heroes left. That dual blade goes in to delay for time. Definitely unfortunate for War right now. 2 more people die. And down goes the defenders. The defenders doing the best. BBYK winning 2-0. Yeah, at the very end, there are definitely a lot of losses coming up for War. The tidal wave of infantry just eventually winning from pure quality of unit. We've got Imperial Pike March after Imperial Pike March. It may have been slow, but they got it in the end. BYK, congratulations. You will move up. You are the top 8. Along with Crusaders. I believe that is all the matches for today. Yeah, you said 2-0, but for War. You didn't think BBYK was going to win. I didn't think BBYK would take the attack like that. Shows what I know about the game. But anyway, tomorrow we have 2 more matches coming up for us. We've got MJ versus FLT. I mean, FLT being who? That's not Former Holt, is it? Okay, FLT probably Former Holt. And then we have VN House versus JCT later on that night. Yep, there you go. We got the matches up here now. So MJ, Mao Zhang, I believe, versus FLT. FLT being one of the top 4 from last seasons. And then we have VN House versus JCT later on that night. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Catch me tomorrow at the same time, I guess, if you want to see me continue to comment for this tournament.